literally just watching Hamas propaganda. Right.
Why am I still playing this game? I don't even know. Why? Now, if I check the volume on this, it'll be down, right? The music volume's down. Okay, good. And if I load, it'll stay down, right? Yep. Music volume's down. Good. This guy's describing alcohol to us. Alcohol can take the edge off world's pains. At times, it can only serve to exacerbate them. Thank you for explaining alcohol to us. It's more fun than playing a video game is having alcohol explained to me. So I had this idea that I screwed this character over because he understood the world he was in. He had the instinct not to try to push things forward with the girl. But I was like, no, dude, you're wrong. If she's into you, go for it. But he would turn out he was right. So I was wondering, like, if I go back and make the other choice, would he wind up in a better position? I think he probably wouldn't, but I'd like to check. So let's go back in time, since video games let us do that. Alright, so instead of saying this is incredible, this is taking things a bit too far. We're going to stop right here, girl. Because you don't know what you want, and you're probably going to try to Me Too me. So let's try and, like, see if we can get a better result by doing this. I think we won't, but I just want to check it out. This is too much. It's way too much. I need to get her off of me, fast, before something bad happens. I'm Superman. Hey, Ayu, Earth Ayu, do you know what you're doing? If word gets out about this, there'll be a huge scandal. Do yourself a favor and get off of me. Ah! Ayu blinks. She looks down at me. Her fingers still curled around the fabric of her shirt, of my shirt. Her lips pursed. Her eyes don't look glassy like they did before. And though she's still blushing, her brow is furrowed. She doesn't look like she's enjoying herself. In fact, she seems downright pissed. They didn't actually change her face. You. Yes, what is it? You pervert. Alright, that's enough. She's gonna do the same thing. It's the same story. Doesn't matter what you do, she blames you either way. So now I feel vindicated that at least we had a little bit of fun. Alright, I'm gonna reload the save now, okay? Okay, load. Yes, let's go back. Okay. Alright, alcohol. Right? It takes off, sometimes take the edge off worldly pains, but it can also serve to exacerbate it. Also, getting too drunk can be a poor idea, and a cocktail is this amber color. In his current state of misery, or anyway, what I'm saying is that he talks about alcohol a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. Wait, I accidentally skipped. Wait, okay, let's skip. Right, okay. I didn't explain that well, but basically what I was saying was I'm getting bored of him talking about the alcohol, and I just want to move the story forward. Like, if nothing's gonna happen in the bar, just take us to the next day, you know. Given I've been so unlucky today, I'd rather not take my chances. Or if he's gonna meet somebody in the bar, have the person come up now. Don't like, you know, don't focus overly on the drink. I sip at my drink, only half tasting it. Jazzy piano music fills the air, mingled with that of casual conversation. This bar's a fairly popular one, and several men and women, though mostly men, are sitting about drinking. Some of the men are in business suits, while women wear sparkly evening dresses, their faces carefully made up, and their feet wedged into perilously high-heeled shoes. I wonder if these men just finished work? It's a weekend, but that doesn't necessarily mean R&R for Japan's bankers or businessmen. Some companies operate even during Saturdays and Sundays. Their workers obliged to work long into the night. I pity all these guys with their slick back hair and their slightly rumpled suits. At least I would if I hadn't had such an awful day myself. Not only did I fail to take any photos of IU, Jesus, still on that, but I was also slapped across the face by the self-same woman. Yep, you should have took a picture of her while she was falling instead of catching her. Unfortunately, that's not an option. He's a good guy. There's no option not to catch her either, because that would also save him some hassle. Then to cap things off, I broke the very expensive camera equipment my boss commanded me to take care of. I'm so not looking forward to going into work on Monday. My boss is going to eviscerate me. At least the businessmen around me, weary though they look, seem to be having fun. They probably earn a lot more than I do, and I doubt their bosses are as draconian as my own. My boss is a jumped-up man with an inflated sense of self-importance who loves to breathe down the necks of his employees. He chews us out for the smallest of errors, and he seems to take genuine sadistic delight in making the newest hires cry. It's messed up. He's never made me cry. I wouldn't want to give him the satisfaction, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little afraid of him. I've generally kept in his good graces for the 3 years I've been working under him. But that's going to come to an end on Monday. I'd like to think he won't fire me as much as I dislike him. I kind of needed to pay the bills, but that might be a touch too optimistic. Even if he doesn't fire me, which is a distinct possibility, the cost of the smashed camera are going to come directly out of my earnings. Either way, I'll be in trouble. I guess I'll be eating instant noodles for the rest of the month. This will be the last time I'll be able to go to a bar, too. I move over my drink, my fingers buried in my hair. I'm suddenly aware of how expensive this cocktail was, and I want to make it last for as long as possible. Whether I get fired or not, finances are going to be tight. I can't afford to spend too much. How I envy the businessmen around me, forking out bills for fancy drinks and snacks. Pretty women, maybe girlfriends, but they could be escorts, it's hard to tell. Hanging on their arms, laughing at all their bad jokes, their lips shimmering with gloss. When was the last time a pretty girl dropped herself over me? When was the last time a pretty girl like that dropped herself over me like that, huh? Well, strictly speaking, it was about half an hour ago. I was making herself pretty comfortable on my lap until she slapped me. That's another thing to feel rotten about. That IU's so sadistic. She really got my hopes up. I hope an IU fan doesn't hear that. I take another sip of my cocktail. It might lighten my dreary thoughts, but it's actually making me feel worse. Because IU's probably a common name, somewhat. Maybe I should hurry up and get out of here. I'm too broke to get drunk, and the trains will stop running soon. My nose is very stuffed right now. I knock back the rest of my cocktails and then get to my feet. I'm ready to make a beeline for the exit when... Oh my, are you leaving already? That is a shame. It's not even midnight yet. Is a woman talking to me? A sultry voice calls me back. I turn, blinking. Then gasp. It ain't IU. Whoa. Beautiful businesswoman. Trophy unearned. Wow. Beautiful businesswoman is right. I'm starting to like this game. Not really, but this is an attractive sight. Alright. She looks like Storm, except slightly more skankily dressed. Sitting by the counter is an incredibly attractive woman. She has dark tanned skin which contrasts with her almost bone-white hair. She dressed in business attire, but her pinstriped suit and white shirt gape open to reveal an ample bosom. One of her legs is crossed over the other, and in one hand she holds a glass. Her eyes are green, a little like cats, like a cat's, right? It should be. And they're lidded. Her eyes are lidded. What? A playful smile puckers her lips, and her face is flushed. You don't have to tell me her eyes have lids. I would just assume they have lids. Probably from the alcohol. I'm still like, her eyes are green, a little like a cat's, and they're lidded. Were you gonna say something about the eyelids before? Like lidded with something about the eyelids makeup? I don't know. They're lidded. They're lidded eyes. Her eyes have lids, guys. Unlike the other characters in the game so far, she actually has lids on her eyes. Something about her looks familiar, but I can't quite place her face, to be quite frank. Her large bosom is attracting most of my attention, as are her thighs. Okay, got it. You could crush a watermelon between thighs like that. Be sure to tell her that, dude. Was she really calling out to me? But why? Why would someone with watermelon crushing thighs be calling out to me? I don't think I'm particularly unattractive, but my flyaway hair and my baggy jeans aren't the pinnacle of fashion or good taste. Then why are you wearing them? Why don't you wear something else then? It should be obvious at a glance that I don't pull in half the salary as some of the big shot businessmen around here do. Right, okay, fair enough. I've been mistaken. I must have been mistaken. It can't have been me she was calling out to. There's no way. I turned ready to walk away once more, but hey, I was talking to you, you know? It's rude to leave a lady in the lurch. Wow, you just turn away, you don't even confirm? That could have been the end for you. Didn't your mother teach you any manners? Foo. The woman's laugh is throaty, and it does any number of curious things to my body. I can feel my hair standing on end, and my mouth feels dry, despite the alcohol I consumed. Alright, that's a really weird reaction. Is that because she's a succubus? I guess she really was talking to me. I beg your pardon? I glanced back at the femme fatale, doing my level best not to go up at her. Go up? Is that a word? I gotta look that up. I don't think that's a word. Go up? Go up. Oh yeah. Go up is a word. Stare openly in a stupid or rude manner. Alright, yeah, it's a word. I learned a new word today. I'm not a teenager anymore, damn it. Do I know you? You look familiar. Though I don't think we've met before. Oh, I look familiar, do I? I suppose that's hardly a surprise. My name is Marina. Wakatsuki Marina. Does that ring any bells? Now that she said it, her name does sound very familiar. The newspaper I work at, Sakura Daily, ran an article on her just a few weeks ago. Wakatsuki Marina is a famous entrepreneur and businesswoman, half Japanese, half South African, I think. Wow, she's famous. Marina is the head of a world-famous brand of designer clothes, perfume, cosmetics, and more. She's one of the wealthiest women in Tokyo, though she's no idol. I think she might be more famous than I do. I've run into two famous celebs today, all in under an hour. What are the odds of that? Yeah, it's a good question. It's pretty high if you're in a harem video game. Well, I was content to call me a pervert. Marina actually seems interested in instigating a conversation. This is amazing. I'm a photographer for a local paper, so I've met a few B-list celebrities in my time, but never have I met a woman that exudes class and glamour like Wakatsuki Marina. Be still, my beating heart. My, you certainly look surprised. You'll attract flies if you let your mouth hang open like that, dear. It's not a very attractive look. Oh, I'm sorry. It's all right. You don't need to apologize. I'm not offended. People often go up when they see me. You would go up too. I'm quite used to it. I am a celebrity, you know. Yes, I'm aware. I can't believe I didn't recognize you sooner. I failed to read that well. I can't believe I didn't recognize you sooner. Not that hard to say. I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now, actually. This is like, I'm just like, our face is right up on her, like framing her body perfectly. I'm like, just like, okay, this is not easy to do. I'm feeling a certain way right now. I bow again, which makes Marina giggle anew. Like I said, I don't need to you don't need to apologize. I get enough of that at work. It's always, yes, ma'am, right away. And we're so terribly sorry. My workers all respect me, but they're so distant. It's almost like they're afraid of me. I know I'm very wealthy, beautiful, charismatic, and so on, but at the end of the day, I'm still a normal woman. I get tired of people groveling before me. Sometimes I just want to have a normal conversation. I gotta, I'm not sure if I can even make it through this whole conversation. This is killing me. How long is this gonna go? Alright, apparently I've been recording for 15 minutes, so I could stop soon. But I'd like to, make it through this scene if possible. I just think that, I hate how slow this conversation is going, where she's like, let me tell you about how people see me. And then she describes it, and then she describes it again in different words, and then she describes it again. And that's basically what all these visual novels do. It's like, I'm hungry. I would like a sandwich very much. I would like to put a sandwich in my mouth and eat it so that I may satiate my hunger. I feel so hungry that I could eat. No, stop. I get it. Just eat the sandwich. Don't even tell me anything about how you're hungry. I don't need to know. It's normal just to be hungry. I don't know. That's why I don't like these games. All right, I see. I'm sorry. An apology is fully formed in my tongue, but I cut myself off before I could say anything foolish. Yeah, okay, let's get over the apologies thing. This must be why Marina called me over. Despite the vast gulf of difference between our wealth and social standing, she's tired of being treated like a celeb, and no doubt owing to a capricious whim of the wealthy. She wants to speak to a member of the peanut gallery like me. This is all a bit sudden. My heart's thudding incredibly hard, but, well, if Marina wants to speak to a nobody like me, who am I to refuse? Now, why don't you sit your cute bottom back down at the counter, sweetie? Don't you want to buy another drink? I wouldn't mind, but I don't have much money. That's all right. I'd be more than happy to foot the bill. That's very kind of you, but are you sure? I wouldn't want to put you out. Nonsense. Marina waves one manicured hand carelessly. I'm a wealthy businesswoman. A drink or two is hardly going to break the bank. Ha ha ha. I guess you're right about that. I flush embarrassed that I, a mere photographer, even thought to question the depths of Marina's pockets. She's infinitely richer than I could have ever aspired to be. I know common courtesy dictates that men should foot the bill during dates, but screw it. This isn't really a date, and Marina's the one who offered to buy me a drink in the first place. Alright, you're explaining too much. I think it's fine to fall in convention every once in a while. Okay, let's move on. If you don't mind, then sure. I'll be happy if you bought me a drink. That's the spirit. I like a man who can hold his liquor. Bartender, can I get a couple of lemon highballs over here? I sit down next to Marina while she plies me with alcohol. We drink together for a while, idly exchange banter. All the while, I try not to stare at Marina's chest. I can hardly believe this is happening. What's become of my life? About half an hour, and 3 more lemon highballs later, Marina shoots me a curious glance and says, "That's the spirit. Skip the Yeah, skip the unnecessary dialogue. Move time forward. That's what I like in these games. So, Hiroki, why do you look so down? Did something happen? Is she still looking down? Because that's kind of sad at this point. I guess you could say that, yeah, but was it really that obvious? Quiet. That's why I called out to you. I couldn't stand to see such a handsome young man looking so, well, defeated. Oh, she looks way different now. Is this the same person as before? Wait, let's look at what she looks like now. She's got that tattoo or something on her leg. Okay, so if I go back, no, it's just it's not a tattoo. Yeah, it's different though. The thing on her leg is totally different. All right, we can move on. But yeah, I just yes, that it definitely looks like she's somewhat of a different outfit or something. She looks more approachable now. Uh, this is going great. I know we're relative strangers, but as the old saying goes, a problem shared is a problem halved. Would you mind telling me what's on your mind? I don't know if you want to hear about it. It's nothing that interesting. It's work stuff, I guess. As a businesswoman, I'm very well acquainted with troublesome work stuff. I have plenty of my own to deal with. I figured as much. So that's why don't want to burden you with mine. But Marina leans in a little closer to me. I can feel the silky softness of her silvery hair against my own flesh skin. I would describe her hair as no. I can see it. Yeah, I can see it a little bit silvery. It's almost white though. I think it would be nice to listen to somebody else's woes. It might take my mind off my own concerns. And who knows? Listening to your problems might help me think of a way to resolve these pesky problems of mine. Would you mind telling me what's wrong, dear? I'd love to get to know you better, but you're so cute after all. Marina draws her pink cat-like tongue along her lower lip. Why, you're good enough to eat. Oh yeah, she's probably the succubus. I don't think I'm all that good looking. But if you want to listen to my belly aching, I suppose I can oblige. You did buy me drinks after all. Now comfortably lightheaded, I offer Marina a small smile, then launch into my tale. Yeah, just skip it. Skip the tale, 'cause I know it all. No, damn it. You don't have to actually repeat it all. I'm a photographer for the Sakura Daily. Do you know it? Ah, yes, I was interviewed. Oh, Jesus. We're really slowing this down. By an employee of that newspaper only a few weeks ago prior. So I wasn't misremembering. We really have run a piece of Marina before. Yeah, I already figured you weren't misremembering. I don't need to go over this again. The slowness of this story. It's nice to know I'm not going senile, I guess. I guess it's nice to know that for you, it's less nice for us playing a video game that are unentertained by you finding out you're not senile at the age of 20 or whatever. Well, my boss sent me to a concert by Ayu tonight. She's a popular idol. Yes, I know about her. I know her very well, as a matter of fact. Really? You'd be surprised to know how close we are. Foo foo foo. Wait, is she somehow Ayu? I mean, they look kind of similar now. No way. I looked at Marina, intrigued. She doesn't look like the sort of person who'd be familiar with the musical stylings of Ikue Ayu. Marina looks like she'd be into classical music or jazz, not high-energy J-pop numbers. Oh, is she friends with Ayu? There's no way she is Ayu, right? I guess you can't judge a book by its cover. Well, I meant to take some pics of Ayu while she was performing, but there were a few problems. The trains were delayed, and I arrived at the concert late. I had already started when I got there, and I couldn't get in front of the crowd. I was shunted all the way to the back of behind a whole sea of people. There was no space and there was too many bodies in the way, and I couldn't set up my camera. I had no chance to take any photos. Man, I kind of wish the game had just started with him in the bar, and then he'd explain this, and then we could have skipped all the other stuff. Because, like, now he's just repeating the things that happened. You could have just said, I explained the story to her, you know? Oh no, that sounds like quite the disaster. It was. My boss is going to kill me when he finds out. And that's not the end of it. I give Marina a quick abridged version of the night's event. Alright, there we go. That's what you should have done in the first place. I tell her about the gloomy nighttime wanderings through the city and then my chance encounter with Ayu. I don't go into every single gory detail. You probably should, though. I don't, for instance, tell Marina how excited I got when Ayu fell on me. But I do tell Marina that Ayu slapped me for my efforts and then called me a pervert. Look at her. She's looking kind of mad now, though. I didn't want to do anything inappropriate to her. I was just trying to do my job. I lament helplessly my words, falling into a tumble from my throat. Oh, she looks mad now. Is she Ayu, or is she just friends with Ayu and just angry that he's talking to her? When lubricated with alcohol, is this what she came up to him for? Because she's protecting Ayu, and she wants him to hear if he'll tell the story to people. When lubricated with alcohol, it's surprisingly easy to gush about the most embarrassing of things. She slapped me really hard too. The whole side of my head is still smarting. Ah yes, I can see a red mark on your face now that you mention it. She must have done a number on you. She really did. For an idol, she has a surprising amount of upper body strength. I didn't think she was so powerful. She certainly doesn't look like it. She's so tiny, and she wears so much pink. Okay? This is a weird conversation. Idols are made of tougher stuff than you might think. They pour a lot of time and effort into perfecting their dance routines, and they work long hours. How do you know this, Marina? I'm not surprised that Ayu's so strong. Though, I wish she'd learned to use that head of hers. She's so thoughtless. I really am sorry she caused you so much distress, Hiroki. It's fine, what's done is done. I'm trying not to think about it too much. And the alcohol is certainly helping my surroundings look hazy and unreal, and my mind is pleasantly numb. I guess I was wrong. She wasn't angry. It was just maybe it was just a look of concentration, or maybe she was angry at Ayu. One or two things about Marina's words do seem quite odd, though. It seems like you know Ayu quite well, not just as an idol, but as a person? I suppose you could say that. Ayu and I are close, like I said. We're not family, but we might as well be. She's like a naughty little sister to me, I suppose. What, really? I didn't know that. Few people do. My relationship with Ayu isn't widely publicized. Ayu's good at putting on a cute act before the camera, but she has a short temper, and she can be quite nasty at times. Do you want me to have a word with her? I'm really quite upset that she would treat you so badly. No, that's fine. Like I said, it's too late to worry about that now. Maybe so, but I do sympathize with you. You must have had a rough night. Well, that's just part of being an adult. I'm used to it. The alcohol has helped, so has talking to you. Thanks for listening to my worries, Marina. It's no problem at all. I'm glad I was able to aid you in some small manner. I wish I could do more. It's partially my fault I was so rude to you. If I'd disciplined her better, she never would have slapped you. Okay, is it your job to discipline her? Keeping Ayu in line is my job. Lady Yue asked me to keep an eye on her, and I failed. Okay, who's Lady Yue? I feel most humbled. Lady Yue? I wonder who that is. Based on the title Marina gave her, she sounds like royalty. Is she a foreign princess? But what connection does she have with Marina and Ayu? Is she the succubus? I'm a little lost. But before I can ponder, I feel a soft sensation against my thigh. Marina is gripping my upper leg with one hand, her manicured nails digging through the fabric of my pants. This has got to be the succubus. Hiroki. Marina leans in, her voice falls to a soft, sultry whisper, which envelops my body like a caress. I cannot overstate how sorry I am that Ayu caused you so many problems. She's a naughty girl, and I will scold her later. But for now, I would like to apologize on her behalf. Would you mind coming back to my office with me? You're a fine specimen of a man, and it's been a long time since I found prey worthy of my unique attention. Yep, this is the Succubus. You intrigued me the moment I saw you, so please... Red flag that she's calling us prey. Marina licks her lips, her eyes heavy with expectation. Don't let me down. We have to do this. There's no choice. But we gotta be ready to fight, because she did call us prey. This woman might be insane. My, I must say, I'm impressed. I didn't think you'd be able to go for quite that long, particularly with all that alcohol inside you. You just have sex? You're quite the interesting man, Hiroki. Foo foo foo. Seems like they had sex. Marina laughs, her eyelids, her eyes half-lidded. Is she half-lidded? Okay. Earlier, you said her eyes were lidded. Now they're half-lidded. As she runs her fingers through my hair. She's sitting cross-legged upon the floor, wearing her typical office attire. I, meanwhile, lying upon Marina's lap, wearing nothing but my underwear. Under normal circumstances, I'd probably feel exposed, but, well, these circumstances are anything other than normal. Okay, so they did have sex, right? I met the businesswoman Wakatsuki Marina in a small bar on a swanky street. After playing with a few drinks, she invited me back to her office. Then we enjoyed ourselves. Now my madness has subsided somewhat. I'm beginning to feel the consequences of my actions. My whole body aches, as though I've been thrown off the top of Tokyo Tower, and my head's killing me. I gotta say, it's a little disappointing that we're not seeing some kind of sex scene or some kind of sex pictures or something. Because I thought that's the whole point of this game, right? Isn't it supposed to be like a sexy game? But then they just skipped the sex entirely. Like, I'm not saying that it needs to be rated R. Like, I don't need to see nipple, but shouldn't they be like laying half naked on the desk or something right now instead of this? Yeah, it's awkward, horny criticism of mine, but it must be said. Anyway, I think we should stop here. We took the girl back to the office, her office, and had sex with her, and it's a happy ending for this video, I guess. Although a little disappointed, but yeah. So I will now click the button to save the video clip. Yes. And I will see y'all next time. Please like, subscribe, click the bell. Love you guys. Leave a comment. Save recent gameplay. Full video.